Hey Monique, how are you tonight? Welcome in. What are you up to tonight? Hey Letitia. It's going good. How's your evening? Just crawled into bed. Ooh, that sounds cozy. So you can see Fred is passed out on me and Tracker is right next door, passed out. You can probably hear him breathing. He's breathing pretty heavy. He's not snoring though. I am finishing up my Jolly Bee from Beth's pattern. Hey, Erica, how are you doing? Such a party animal. It's my kind of party, honestly. Going to bed. You know what I haven't done lately, I should say, that I need to get back into doing? Reading. I used to read so much, and then crocheting has kind of been taking over my entire time. I do too much crocheting sometimes, I feel like, but other times I'm like, I need it to keep me sane. I'm trying to find these little figurines. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, how many do you have done so far? You had how many you wanted that you needed to do? Like, what was it? Like 25 of them or something you had to do? Hello. Yeah, I got rid of the butterflies. I did. I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Hello. I did. No, I don't do any knitting. I crochet. Oh, you moving, Fred? You either need to go up or down so I have an armrest. Yeah, 25, that's what I thought. I've only completed one. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hello. Welcome in. I am struggling with these antennas tonight. There we go. Monique, did you say that you had been crocheting something? Did I miss that? Oh, I think I did one of his antennas too short because it looks lopsided. Might have to remove this antenna and redo it. That's kind of annoying. I'm struggling with them. I think it's because I turned on the live, and so it's like the second I turn on the live, and it's like I'm messed up. you're gonna have some fun tonight, Monique. Whack-a-mole is on Supreme right now. Supreme. Whack them all. Hello, Delon. Oh, gators. Yeah. You had mentioned you wanted to do gators. That's right. The little gator pattern. Yes. I have that on my list. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's on my list, though. I have gotten through some of my lists today, and I even got to try some new patterns today that were on my list that I wanted to try out to see if I liked. And I found a couple patterns that I think I'm gonna like. So that's exciting. And then this is one of the patterns. Beth's not on, but I did her little bee pattern today. It's so cute. So I made a second one. I have to make a plan for mystery boxes soon. You know what I do with my mystery boxes is the stuff that I'm tired of holding on to, or the stuff I'm tired of making multiples of. I'll put those in my mystery boxes just to get rid of them. So those are like what I do with my mystery boxes. And then if I don't have enough after that, then I just put in like my $5 items or like $10 items, depending on the tier of price for the mystery box I'm using. I tried those itty bitty turtles and OMG, they caused me issues. Oh no! Was it like you couldn't figure out how to get them made, or what kind of issues were you having? I love that bee. It's a cute bee. It's a free pattern on Instagram from Scarlet Garden Crochet or Creations. I can't remember. I think it's Scarlet Garden Crochet. And it's Beth's pattern. And it's a free pattern. She does all her patterns are free. She pops them out like crazy too. Yeah, her bee pattern is pretty cute. Did I see you were one of her pattern testers, Delon? I thought I saw your picture on her appreciation page for it today when I was looking at the pattern. Yeah, I like the chonky bees. So chonky. I was thinking keychains. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought I saw your picture in there. I was like, oh, I know her. And Lois was, I think Lois's picture was, pattern test picture was next to yours too. So I was like, my people have tested. 8x4 refillable ornaments. Oh, wow. Those, so you need like big items. You have gingerbread boxes. That's cute. Yeah, I can access Instagram. Oh no, my yarn that I need to use to do my next project just rolled off the couch in that way. And obviously I'm surrounded by dogs, so I don't know how I'm gonna get that. I can access my Instagram, so if anyone sends me a message, I can see it. I can receive it. I was able to fix that the other day when I was on here. And watch it not work for me now that I said that, right? There it is. Oh. All right. Okay, cool. So that's open now. Small for the boxes, but bigger for the ornaments. Yes. Are they like the like egg ornaments? Like you pop it open and you can put things in it? Is it that like that kind of ornament? What yarn are you using for the bee? I'm actually using Posh for my bees today. Because I thought it'd be kind of sturdier. And yeah. Posh and a 4mm crochet hook. My go-to. Oh, okay, so around Xmas ornaments. Okay. Yeah, I'm like in, did you see that? I just like almost poked myself with the scissors because I was going to go like this and I almost poked myself in the eye with scissors. That would not have been good. I'm thinking Easter because I'm in like Easter mode, but yeah, I just put them away. I'm like, holy moly, almost poked myself in the eyeball. That would have been bad. All right. There. The bee. It's just about done. What's everyone else making tonight? Oh, thanks, Delon. Yeah, I forgot to put a post up saying that I was going live. It was kind of like last minute. I was getting the kiddo to bed and then I was talking to the hubby and I just, lost track of time. I'm like, oh boy, I gotta be live right now. So I should probably get going. So I did not get a thing out because I'll usually put on like Instagram that, I'm gonna be live and then I'll send you guys like a message like, oh, I'm going live. Your generator said baskets. Fun. Did you do a video of you using it yet, Erica? There. Got my second bee done. So I got two of these little jolly bees. Aren't they cute? I think they're pretty cute. I love how like fat they are. These chunky. They I like how it's shaped like that. It's a cute shape. It's better than like the oval shaped bee. I made two Beth bunnies and started Madeline May Co. Bun bunny. Just have to sew on the ears. Fun. Need to make more hatching chicks. I have yet to make a hatching chick. I really need to do some, but I like the shape too. Yeah, they're fun. They're like different. I feel like they're more shaped like an actual bee, aren't they? Like, cause isn't it like physics says like bees are like one of those creatures that is like almost impossible to actually be real, but they are. They like have the teeny tiny little wings and the really big heavy body. Still in the mix. I think I'll get the video. Oh, can't wait to see it. Sorry guys, sorry. Every time I come on here I'm yawning. I shouldn't complain because they are selling. Yep, that's a good thing. I love those bees. All right, I just have to like reach over here and grab my yarn since it fell. So if the camera like shakes and stuff, I apologize. So you might want to close your eyes for a minute just in case you get vertigo or something because I just have to reach over. There we go, got it. Of course, the one yarn I want to use is like falls and rolls away. So this is what I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna do some loaf cats, I think. So, yay for loaf cats. So this one is the woodland tweed. I've used it for loaf cats before. I prefer to use Bernat blanket for my loaf cats. It's personal preference. And I'm gonna use a 5mm hook. I think I usually use like a 5.5, but lately I've been using a 5. Hi, Katrina. I'm good. How are you? I'm looking for that center pull. Hey, Gian, welcome. Okay, uh-oh, guys. This is gonna be a bad center pull. It's like half the skein, and it's a good thing that I'm gonna be sitting here for a while. Uh-huh. That is lovely. Found it though. And then, let's see. So this is my hook I'm using. I'm using my Ophire Spearmint hook in the 5mm. So, and I do have a stitch marker close by. Tracy's not on tonight, but it's from Tracy. Here at work, what are you working on? I am gonna make a loaf cap. I just finished making a bee, a chunky bee, a little jolly bee is what it's called. So, and now I'm gonna make a loaf cat. Was that for the yarn barf? Yeah. Yeah, I'm well over the necessary count for my frogs, leggy frogs. So it's like I don't need to make more leggy frogs. So this is the little stitch marker I'm using tonight. Isn't he so cute? Love him. He's so sweet. Hi, yeah. He looks like you. He does. Tracker's looking at me like, what are you doing? Yeah, there. That way I'm not losing my count tonight. Like I was doing, what day this week was I making loaf cats? I think Thursday I was making loaf cats, and my loaf cat was so wonky when I got done him by the end of the live because I didn't have a stitch marker and I kept losing my count because of it. And he was just the wonkiest little cat I've made yet. I mean, he's still cute, but he's a bit off. His legs are crooked and his ears are too close. He's a special cat. Where are all the other girls at tonight? I guess if I had actually announced I was coming on live, it would have been more, you know, people would have actually known I was going to be on. Instead of me just coming on all willy-nilly. All right. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. He's going to distract me with his cuteness. Makes a little jingle sound too. Hey Beth, we were just talking about you. Do I look serious when I say that? I was just telling them how I just made my second one of these. I just did 2 of these tonight, and I was saying how it's such a cute pattern and how much I like it. Your ears were burning, exactly. You knew we were talking about you and you had to get over here. Yep, I was just finishing up the antennas when I went live. fur babies are doing great. They're both snoozing on me right next to me here. Here, hold on. I'll show you guys because it's too cute not to show you. You ready for the cuteness? All right, hold on. Yeah, I guess we have enough likes on here for the cuteness to be shown. All right, here we go. Look at them. My snoozing little guys. There's Tracker. Here's Fred. Probably can't see Fred too good. There's Fred. Hi, Fred. So, yeah, they're snoozing away. Good old little boys. I'm like super crooked now, aren't I? Yeah, I love your bee pattern, Beth. It's so cute. I was just telling them I love it. Like, I'm so bored of like just the normal oval shaped bee. I refuse to do any of those anymore because they're just so boring to me. But yours, I'm like, I think those are actually how a bee is supposed to be shaped in like real life. No cares in the world, just like babies. Oh yeah, they lead a good life. They are absolutely spoiled. Yeah. I like these bees because they're different than everything else too. So they'll be set apart from everyone else's bees on everyone else's tables. Because I stopped doing bees altogether because I was like, they're all the same. I tried the sitting bees and they didn't seem to be too popular for me. I thought they were super cute and fun and stuff, but they didn't do well. And so I was like, there's no point in me making them if I'm never gonna like get rid of them. So I stopped doing bees completely for a while. So when I saw your bee pattern, I was like, yep, I'm gonna try that one. That one's pretty cute. And I think it's the perfect time of year for it too. Yeah, the same. They just don't, as cute as they are, they just don't seem to go very fast for me. I ended up, I think, putting a couple in a mystery box because I just couldn't, they just weren't moving for me. So I was like, well, they're going in a mystery box and I'm just going to be done with them. Yeah, it has like, it looks like the real actual bee. Your fuzzy ones, I don't work too much with fuzzy yarn. Fuzzy yarn kind of intimidates me a bit. Although I did try the, hold on, I just gotta grab my water. The Feels Like Bliss yarn, and that's fuzzy, but you can actually see your stitches when you're working with it, but it's stretchy, which is weird. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I do with all the things that aren't selling well for me, Beth, is they go into my mystery boxes because I'm tired of having them and they're not moving fast. And so I stick them in a mystery box and then I'm done with them. Hey, Donna, welcome. Oh yeah, the stitch markers being so helpful to me. Yeah, it does take a little while to get used to the Feels Like Bliss yarn. But once I got used to it, I was like, I like it. but I mean, things do come out really tiny in it. And but I do like how you're able to see your stitches the whole time, which is nice. It's not like you're just like crocheting in the dark, you know. You can see what you're doing. You know what you're doing. I also do fuzzy ducks. Yeah, fuzzy ducks would be cute. I don't know how people can do exclusively like the fuzzy things. Like with fuzzy, like just do fuzzy yarn exclusively. I guess once you get used to it, it would be okay, but I don't know. I think I have too many distractions during the day, like when family's around and stuff. Too many people are talking to me, and I'm like, I can't count my stitches. I have to be able to count right now because I can't see. What are you working on? I'm just doing a loaf cap. I'm just doing a loaf cap with the this yarn. Yeah, I feel like I'm the kind of person that is like, if I'm gonna use fuzzy yarn, I'm going all out. I'm just gonna use fuzzy yarn and I'm gonna risk it. I have made some like maple chickens in fuzzy yarn, and they always turn out pretty cute because it's a basic shape. It's when you get all of those multiple shapes put together and you have to like sew it together and stuff, that's what intimidates me. The smaller things is not so bad. The big things is what's like, oof. Yeah, I love the tweed yarn. I think it's so pretty. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, fuzzy yarn is rough. Does anyone use stitch markers here? Or do you like just because look at this cute little stitch marker I got. Isn't it so cute? So it's perfect for tonight, so I can actually talk and not have to like think. You can just talk and crochet and not have to like count. Although I do have to count, make sure I have enough stitches to move on. Hold on. Just bobby pins, that works. Me, I'm boring. You're not boring. Here, I use and lose stitch markers. Yeah, I do. I have to. That marker is cute. I do use stitch markers, but the plastic pin looking ones. I get distracted easily, then have no clue where I was. I use stitch markers to put on price tags. Yeah, I've seen people do that. That's pretty smart. Yes, stitch markers, just the little plastic ones. Yours is cute. Me too. I use stitch markers to crochet too. See, sorry guys, I'm sorry. I haven't yawned all day until I got on here. It depends on the project that I'm doing, whether I use stitch markers or not. But for like doing this and talking to you guys, I definitely need stitch markers when if I'm like around a lot of people or I'm gonna be distracted a lot. Yes, stitch markers are a necessity. All right. Just did a loaf cat the other day. I should remember the next round, but for some reason I can't. I used to know this pattern by heart, and then I haven't done it for so long. But now I have to recheck it. All right. Use them for everything or else you're lost. Ah, yeah, see, no, I, for the longest time, I never even had stitch markers. All I would use is just a piece of yarn if I needed to, but I'm going to start yarning at 4:30 p.m. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I know. I don't know what it is. Just being on camera makes me have to yawn. I don't know why I'm yawning, but I just, all of a sudden, the second that I pressed like the go live, I just started yawning. Finding stitch markers all over the house, yeah. Sorry, I just have to count up to 17 and I'll be done. I think that was 17. I'm gonna call it 17. Have to have market, or I would just give it up. Oh, okay, I have to have a mark, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm usually able, because I can just like kind of start back from the beginning and like look to see where I should be bouts. And I just go from there most of the time. But like I said, it comes in handy for when I am using fuzzy yarn and I can't see what I'm doing otherwise. So I know once I hit, oh, I'm back to the start. Yeah, there's the stitch marker. I know where I am. But like I said, I've only done that with loaf cats mostly. Or not loaf cats, chickens, Mabel chickens. You didn't see a thing. I didn't do anything. I wasn't yawning or anything. I'm almost through the yarn barf, not really. Hold on. You can always tell when I'm counting. Who here celebrates St. Patrick's Day on any level? My son, I started something with my son. Oh, he was like 3, I think, where we tried to catch a leprechaun. Yeah, and so now we have to do it every year. He has a trap set out right now for him. So we're going to try to catch a leprechaun tonight. And then I always make corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day. That's the extent of what I do. I don't drink green beer or anything like that. And just, we have corned beef and cabbage and try to catch a leprechaun, and that's about it. Do I use the same size hook for everything I make? No, I use, it depends on the yarn I'm using, what size yarn I'm using. I vary my hook. So if I'm using a larger size yarn, I use a larger size hook. Smaller yarn, smaller hook. They say yawning clears energy. You are just housekeeping. There you go. I'm housekeeping with you all. I'm helping you housekeep as well. I'm a quarter Irish, so yes, our family is big on it. Don't, it's just regular day for me. I wear green. Well, yeah, you have to wear green, otherwise you're gonna get pinched. That's been what I've known ever since I was little. I've always make sure I wear green on St. Patrick's Day. Have you ever gave pinch your own? Pinch you owe me a Coke. Just yawned right along with you. Oh, sorry guys, me and my yawning. Like I said, like Beth said, I'm just helping you guys housekeep, you know, clear out those energies. I've never heard that one before. I like that. I always heard it was like a lack of oxygen to your brain or something. You had to yawn to like. All right, where am I? Okay, I see. All right. Oop. This is a jingly little stitch marker. My yarn is squeaking. .5 or 8. Yeah, no, I have looser tension, so I use a smaller hook to make it tighter. So I have a 5mm right now. Sometimes I'll do like a 4.5 with this pattern, and then I mean, sometimes I'll even, like for snugglers and stuff, I can get away with a bigger size because you're not stuffing it and whatnot, so you don't have to worry about, like, the reason I use such a small hook is I worry that it, with a looser tension, that it might have holes in it, but I never do have holes in them, but I worry about it, so I use a smaller hook. You thought it was yours that was squeaking? Yeah, like I can get it. If it's not amigurumi, I'll use bigger hooks. I mean, I've used a 10mm hook before for a project. Just depends on what I'm doing, and like the extra big yarn, like Bernat extra big or whatever it is. I'll use like I think I used a 9mm on my dragon snugglers I did, head and everything, because it's bigger yarn, so you need the bigger hook. So just depends on what I'm doing. Oh, bad formula snuggles 8. Yeah. Yeah, it must be, I don't know. This is the first time I've had squeaky, like a squeaky project in quite some time. I had some Parfait Chunky that was real squeaky. But this one's squeaky. I haven't had any squeakiness up until breaking this pattern out. This yarn out. What makes it squeaky? Is it the hook or is it the yarn that creates the squeakiness? Just the friction of it? I don't know. Hey, welcome in. Stuffed plushies. Friction and how tight you crochet. I must be crocheting tighter tonight then, because it's squeaking. You wash your hook when it starts to squeak on you. Seems to help stop it. There's a lot of stuffing. I find like there's so much polyfill in to make a loaf cat, because I like to make them nice and like chunky and firm. Here's a lot of stuffing. It's like, holy moly, these guys take up a lot of stuffing. Oh no, Monique, that's a bummer. Do you guys hear Tracker? He is snoring away. Not a care in the world, these two. I love my hooks though. See, yes, he's not squeaking as bad. Maybe it was just because I was holding it too tight or something, because I was concentrating. He is just Jackie. Sometimes I adjust their heads just slightly while they're sleeping so that it makes them stop snoring. It doesn't wake them up or anything, it just kind of stops them from snoring. Easy listening music. I'll just put you guys right to sleep. I've never heard of those kinds of hooks, Monique. Are they metal hooks with like ergonomic grip on them? Or, you know, when I first started crocheting, and for many years, I would just use like this Susan Bates hook that was just like, the entire thing was just metal, and like just a thin strip of metal the whole way through, and I would just use that for years. And then when I discovered that you didn't have to like hurt your hands like that, it wasn't so bad. Monique, I'm just helping you fall asleep. I want to lull you to bed tonight. Oh, that's good, Katrina, because I've been doing a lot of it. Almost through the yarn barf, but it's a little tangled, so I just have to be nice and gentle with it. Metal and ergonomic. Yeah. I've never used a clover hook either. I wanted to try like the furls hook I think it was last winter for Christmas. Last Christmas, I asked my mom to get me a furls hook. And so she got me a furls hook, and it broke like almost immediately after I started using it. And I was really disappointed. And I was able to they replaced it for free, but that one broke as well. So I was kind of like really bummed about it. And then I found Ophire Co, which is like furls, but a little bit less expensive, I guess you could say. And it's a small business. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll give them a try. And I've been hooked on them ever since. So if you have the whole Monique to sleep, who's going to whack the mole? This is true. This is true. It's so funny how everyone has like their own preferences on hooks and yarns, and like I love that everyone has their own favorites. I feel like it kind of makes all our things become a little bit more unique to us too, by just having all these different preferences and having all these different options to choose from. Tapered and ergonomic. I'll have to look into the tulip hooks and see what they look like. Not crazy for frills. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed. Like, I was like, yeah. It was like $25 hook, and it broke almost immediately when I used it, so I was not impressed. How many casts have I made so far this week? I did 2. So I did the one on the live on Thursday. I think I got like 3/4 of the way done. And then I made one other after. And so this is like the 3rd one I'm working on for the week. I don't know if they changed it around or not. I don't think so. My goodness, has it been an hour already since I started my live? Oh, look, I'm finally to the beginning again. And it's like stuck in there. It's a rough center pull on this skein. What is going on? I'm gonna like snap the yarn. I'm tugging on it so hard. Try double tapping the screen to like Monique says. This tracker. My goodness, guys, is this crazy or what? It's just that worked. I know he's so loud. His legs are up, like, can you? You can't see him. His legs are like up in the air now. He adjusted himself, so his nose is closer to the speaker now, so you'll be able to really hear him snore now. I like to center pull unless there's just absolutely no way I'm able to find where I can center pull it from. And I know that it's going to just completely destroy the skein of yarn if I do center pull. But yeah, this one was pretty messy one. There was one time I found the center pull, like I just went and I went like this and I pulled it out and I was like, oh my goodness, like I got the center pull and no yarn bark for anything. And so I actually I did a Instagram reel on it. I was like, what kind of sorcery is this? This never happens. So I thought it was pretty funny. So I was like, I'm gonna show everyone. Not yarn for the most part with the 6.5. New formula stuff. 7 million. Oh, I can't even touch the old formula. It hurts my hands so bad when I get an old formula. What was it? Just recently, I used some old formula because it was just it's the color I needed and everything. It hurt my hands so bad. Ooh. Careful. Don't want to, you know, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that word on live, but you know what I'm talking about, Letitia. You don't want the fumes to get to your head. Let's just put it that way. Yarn sorcery, exactly. These eyeballs are not eyeballing for me. So I spilled my eyes the other day everywhere like this, and I have 3 different sizes. Well, not right now because I used up all my 14 millimeters the past couple of days, but I had 3 different sizes in here. And I spilled them everywhere. And so now all of my eyes, I tried to put them back in to the right spots, but some of them, they're not all in the right spot. And so it's like, I'll start using some safety eyes and I'm like, nope, that one's definitely not just size 14 millimeter. That's an 18 millimeter in the 14 millimeter. Because I think this is a 14 millimeter in the 16 millimeter. See if this one works. Burn brain cells. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Burn some brain cells in there, you know. Big twist posture earlier tonight. This magic ring was not closing. Frustrating. It was here. 2, the first one. Fine. That's always frustrating. Letitia. that look right? It's always hard to tell without the nose in place. Does that look okay? Or is it? I think I always try to center it down from the ears. The center of the ears usually where I try to put it. I try to center it with the feet too. Looks good to you, looks good. All right. All right, I'll go for it. Main size I've been using lately. Yeah, I think I might have a few that are in my bin and I just have to pull them out of the plastic bag and stick them in there. But I'm pretty sure I'm just about out of 14 millimeter. I'm almost out of my 12 millimeter too, which I don't usually use as often, the 12 millimeters, but I've been really like focused in on some small, like this big, like this big to this big plushies recently, this week. And so I've been using up a lot of the 12 millimeters too. So we'll see about that. We'll see what happens about. I'm trying to avoid buying anything else like safety eye related, yarn related until I have my market, and then, you know, go from there. Wait until then and then see what happens, but I don't know. I'll just have to do a lot of embroidery once I run out, which is kind of what I'm planning to do. Is it forces me to do embroidery when I don't have the option to just stick in safety eye in there. It forces me to. No, I have not come across any green on mine. I was just using it today too, and I didn't have any issues. Hammer Girl is nodding off. Yeah, Katrina. My goodness, yarn. You are making me not like you with your center pull. A twister skein. So that one is impossible to pull the center pull because it's all twisted together. Huh. That's crazy, Erica. Yeah, no, I haven't had any issues with my yellow. Like I said, I was using it today and oh yeah, I've done that before too. Pulled it from the center and then it's not the right one to be pulling from. It is a battle with me and I think it's because I don't know, I've been real tired this week. Probably time change, but I've been really tired this week and the yarn is not helping out with the situation any tonight. Why is it when, oh, there it goes. Like, I think it wants to yarn barf so bad again. It's like, please. It's like keeps getting stuck in there. Do you love that color though? I think it's so pretty. I really like the tweeds a lot. Lunar eclipse this week too. Energy is intense. It's probably why I was having the butterflies the other night. I was thinking that because like I was driving home and the moon was out and I was looking at it and it was big and I was like, huh, maybe it has something to do with that. Big snores, big snores. I should show you guys them again. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. You guys ready to see them again? Because it's pretty funny. This is my life. And it's not just like his head is like right nuzzled in. This is Tracker's knee. And this is Fred's neck. Can't make that stuff up. Yeah, I used up the tweed with the darker orange. I used that on my Georgie cat shelves, the shelf sitter. So I used it for that, and then I finished off the skein. I was able to make a loaf cat and I think a couple other small things with that one skein, which I thought was pretty impressive since it was like George, you know, he was pretty big. So I was impressed how much I was able to use with that skein. But I'm out of it now, so I have to, you know, have to move on to another skein. Yeah, the full moon is. My mom would always come home. She worked at the emergency room for a long time and nursing homes and all of the above. And she would always say how you could tell when it was the full moon because the people, you know, the people were peopling. How? It's getting caught on stuff now. This yarn doesn't like me. I wish I could have used Mystical, but I can't seem to get my hands on any Mystical. I cannot. How much of it did you end up having to use? Did you have to end up using almost a full skein with the Mystical? Because I find like, I don't know, I find the skeins are different with Mystical versus other yarns. I notice a difference in the animals too when like I can always tell they act differently too. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Delon. That's good to hear. Yeah, I find that seems to be the case. Can get like doesn't use up too much yarn, which makes me happy. The cats were going bonkers. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to turn in early tonight because I think I might finish off this cat and then call it a night. I'm tired. All right, time to start stuffing. Oh, the polyfill. Owen stole some of my polyfill earlier. He was making a bed for the leprechauns, and he needed polyfill, popsicle sticks, and hot glue gun. He made a bed and a blanket for his leprechauns that he's trying to catch. I've heard a lot of people say they sell their cats between 20 and 25. I do a little bit less than that, but for my area. But yeah, that's a good question, Beth. It was great having you. Talk to you later. I might be going live at some point during the days this coming week, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll see what happens. I tried to get some of the mystical online from Joanne when I had if you saw the video of me with like a yarn haul, like my shipment of Joanne, and it was like probably my last shipment of Joanne yarn, blah blah blah. Anyway, I had mystical on that order, and it's still processing. What, a month and a half later? It's still on the processing. I'm never gonna get that yarn. It's never ever gonna come. Yep, it's processing still. Oh, you're talking about loaf cats or, yeah, loaf cats. 30 for Georgie, 20 for the cats, and 25 for the dogs. Keep an eye out for the live. Good evening. Now Tracker's leg is straight. These dogs are so funny. I've got like a bunch of polyfill falling out of my cat. Well, Owen was so funny tonight. He was getting ready for bed and he walks out and he nonchalantly says to me, Mom, you know what? And I was like, what? It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I was like, oh, that's a bummer. He's like, you know what happens when it rains, don't you? I says, no, what? He goes, you get rainbows. And then he grinned and walked away. It's like, oh my goodness. Too cute. He's so funny. You get rainbows. It's like a leprechaun day. We're going to have a rainbow. Because he calls it leprechaun day. It's not St. Patrick's Day. It's leprechaun day. Leprechaun Day, yeah. And we don't call it St. Patrick's Day in this house. For the past 3 years, it's been Leprechaun Day, not St. Patrick's Day. Leprechaun Day. There, that's Fred. He's snoring now. Tracker stopped snoring and Fred started. He's a pretty cute boy. He's pretty funny. I'll keep him. Oh. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this whole thing, guys. I think we lost Monique. I think she fell asleep. Oh yeah, I always have to have corned beef. It's like the only day of the year I ever make corned beef. So I made sure to get some corned beef and cabbage. So yummy. I like oven roasted cabbage is so yummy to me. I'll just I'll cut it up into like little steaks and put some salt and pepper and garlic powder on that and just pop in the oven and eat it like a cabbage steak. Yummy. Hot dogs and sauerkraut. Yeah. Funny story, Owen doesn't like hot dogs. Like, he's not a hot dog eater. Yum. Delon, that sounds yummy. Flannel hash was in the diner in New York. Roasted potato, sweet potato, and beets. Big stretch. Wow, I'm starting to like see cross-eyed, guys. I think I'm gonna close up his bottom half and then the tail's just gonna have to wait until tomorrow. I used to love to cook, but gave it for frozen dinners and mocha. Yeah, right? Seriously, though. Yep, time to close shop. I am just not with it tonight. I love corned beef hash for my can. I think that's yummy. But real, like, corned beef, like roasting it in the oven, corned beef. Much different. So yummy. Takes a while though. But I'm excited for dinner tomorrow night. 2 more mushroom boys and I'm putting down the hook for the night. How long does it take you to make a mushroom boy? And like is there a specific pattern you use for them? I know there's a lot of patterns out there for those. Which pattern do you use? I haven't made one of those since June of last year. Get hungry and sleepy. I am so sleepy right now. Like, I am holding on for dear life just to try to finish closing this guy up. And the boys just keep getting funnier and funnier with their little positions too. Look at them now. Look at Tracker's leg. This is his back leg. They're so funny. I can't even with these dogs. They're too funny. No, I'm crooked. You say that until they wake up and then they're like running through the house like maniacs. Nah, they're actually pretty good. They're a little annoying when company comes over because they go psycho. But that's the one thing I feel like I didn't do great with Tracker is like with Fred, he was very, very, very socialized as a puppy. Because I was able to go all over the place with him and stuff. But when we had Tracker, I have a little boy now, and so like I wasn't able to get him out to socialize him as much as I would have liked to. And so he reacts a little bit different to people and animals and stuff. He gets a little too excited. Have a good week. Thanks for joining in. Hopefully I lulled you to sleep. Made you hungry and tired. My job here is done. Gonna have to go through another bag of polyfill just to stuff this cat. Did I tell you guys about the polyfill mess up I did the other day? I might have told some of you, not everyone might have been on though, about how I accidentally sent it to my mother-in-law's house instead of my house. And she called me up and was like, oh, hey, I have a 20-pound box of polyfill here. I did, okay, yeah, I thought so. It's like, 20-pound box of polyfill. It's quite heavy, she said. I was like, well, yeah, it's 20 pounds. Of course it's heavy. It's 20 pounds heavy in a really awkward box. So I ended up picking it up. So it's at the house. I have it now. So I have like 25 pounds of polyfill now. Because I still hadn't finished up my other polyfill. So. Cookies and milk. Oh, yummy. What kind of cookies? I feel like there's only one right answer to this question, but I want to know what kind of cookies. Went to order a box. Nice. All right, guys, I'm almost closed up. Yeah, before I started so Fred, you're okay. He's having a funny breathing fit here. Before I started buying 20-pound boxes, it was like I'd buy the bag that was like this big, and then I started going through bag. That's when I didn't really do plushies full time. I was more just kind of like making all kinds of different things. And then I started going through that like once a week, and then once a week turned into like every 3 days. And I was like, geez, this is expensive. And then I discovered you could buy bigger boxes. And so I bought a 10-pound box to start, and then 10-pound box turned to 20-pound boxes. And I've bought quite a few 20-pound boxes at this point. Fred, you're snoring, Bubba. You're snoring really loud. All right, guys. I don't think I'm going to get the tail done tonight. I am too tired. So I think I'm going to be calling it a night. How long does a 20-pound box last me? I want to say, when's the last time I bought a 20? So I still have some left over from the last one I bought. And I want to say I bought it, it was last year at some point. So a few months, I want to say a few months, like 3-4 months maybe it lasts me. So it's worth doing it that way, because then you don't have to worry about running out of polyfill. Because once I open up, what I do is I open up my fur, because it comes in 2 10-pound bags in the 20-pound box. So once I open up my second 10-pound bag, I'll start looking for sales on polyfill. And once there's a sale, I see that the polyfill is on sale, the 20-pound box polyfill is on sale, I'll order it then, before I'm even finished my bag, my 10-pound bag, so that I never run out of polyfill. So I'm guaranteed to always have polyfill in the house. That way, you know, it doesn't sent me back any. 2 months if you're lucky. See, I do a lot of smaller plushies though. I don't do a ton of like big plushies. I like to do more like this size plushie or like this size plushie, so it does last me a little bit longer because of that. But or like I like this size or smaller. I know some people do a lot bigger than that, but that's what I do. All right, guys, I am going to go to bed because I am exhausted. So I'll talk to you guys all later. I might try to get on to a live in the afternoon sometime this week because I had fun doing the afternoon lives. So I'll try to do that. I don't know exactly what day I would do that on. I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear and see what's going on, and I will let you guys know. So thank you for joining in and talking with me and you know, making my evening better. And I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, okay? So see you guys later.